Hi to everyone. My name is D. Sandeep. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology of MLR Institute of Technology in Hyderabad. I am discussing on the Python programming language. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how to install the Python software and what is an identifier and what is an reserved keywords and what is an variable. Fourth statement, that is, it cannot be a reserved Python keyword. It cannot be a reserved Python keyword. That means we cannot define what the reserved keywords as an identifiers. Next, this is the last statement of the Python. So that is the last rule to define identifiers in Python. There is no limit for Python identifiers. It means, for example, see, there is no limit for Python identifiers. For example, generally a equals to 10. This is okay. This is valid. And a equals to 10. This is also valid. There is no limit for Python identifiers. That means there is no some specified length to define the identifiers. But here the recommended is, if the identifiers is short, means then it is very easy to access the values of the identifiers. So that's, but anyway, there is no limit for the Python identifiers. Okay, so these are the rules to define the identifiers in Python. Next, so what is the next concept here is reserved keywords. What is the keyword or what is the Python keywords? Python keywords is nothing but, for example, in English there are so many words are there. Among that words, Guido van Rossum took some words and give some functionality or give some special meaning to that words, and that words is considered as reserved keywords in Python, or we can say Python keywords. For example, if you take def function, so def keyword. So def is a keyword which is and the Guido van Rossum gives us some functionality to this keyword. Now, what is the functionality means? Which is used to define the function. Similarly, class is a keyword. Class is a keyword, and here for this keyword, Guido van Rossum gives some special meaning. That means functionality. What is functionality? Means we can use the class keyword to define the class. See, for example, class test. So what is this means? We are going to define the class, and def m1 function. What we are going, m1 function we are going to create, or m1 function we are defining. So like that one, there are 35 keywords are there in Python. That means there are 35 keywords are available in Python. Right? So that is the Python keyword. So once again I will tell you what is the Python keyword means. There are some predefined words which has some special functionality, or meaning, that is called Python keyword. So next, what is the purpose of these Python keywords means? By using Python keywords, we can define the syntax of the coding. Anyway, the keywords, as we just in last slide we discussed, right? The keywords cannot be used as an identifier or a function name or variable. Of course, this statement is discussed in what? In the discussion of identifiers. So the keyword cannot be used as an identifier. So first, what is the Python keyword means? So there are some words. For that words, Guido van Rossum gives some special meaning or some functionality. That is called Python keywords. And what is the uses of the keywords means? Keywords are used to define the syntax of the coding. It means it will be helpful to define whenever you are going to define the syntax of the coding, right? So next one, see, yeah, we can access that 35 keywords are there by using programming. See, for example, so if you want to access the keywords of Python, first you have to import a module. That module name is keyword, and then by using that keyword, you have to call one attribute KWL list, that is keyword list. Now see, if we run this program, all Python keywords will be displayed. See, all Python 35 Python keywords are displayed, 35 Python keywords. So this is the thing. See, if you observe here, false, null, true, except these three words, remaining all keywords started with the small letters only. That means false has first letter is uppercase, and for null is also first letter is uppercase. For true, that first letter also uppercase. Remaining all keywords are started with the small letters that contains only lowercase letters, except these three keywords, that is false, none, true. False, none, true. So how can we access? Means by using keyword module. Through this keyword module, you call just an attribute, that is KW list. KW, that is keyword list, we can say. So by using these things. Next, now here another one function is there. What is the function? I will discuss in the conclusion of this discussion. Anyway, so if you want to access keywords, then you have to import the keyword module, and then call the KW list attribute. So this is the about the Python keywords. Next, program variables. What is an variable? Variable, generally we can say general definition. It's a common, general definition is variable is used to store the values which is used to achieve the application requirements or project requirements. So this is the general definition. But if you see the technically what is an variable means, a variable is an memory representation of an value. That means a variable is an memory address. That means address of the memory, address of the value. For example, here see a equals to 10. In the memory, first the value will be stored as 10, and then it is pointing to a name, that is a. That means a is representing what? The address of the value. Right? So this is called, see here, in programming languages like C, Java and many other programming languages, the concept of variable is what? The concept of variable is connected to the memory location. So as we discussed, for example, b equals to 20. So now see, first the 20 value will be stored in the memory, and then it is pointing to a name, that is address name, that is b, and here b is what? The location of the value, that is 20. The location of the value, that is 20. So that variable represents what? A memory location of an value. Right here, what is the differences between Python variables and other programming languages variables? This is the very important. See here, for example, a equals to 20. 1 minute. See, a equals to 10. And b equals to a. First, whenever this statement is executes, so first the 10 value will be stored and pointing to that is a. So now what is the address of the 10? A. But now I am assigning a variable to another variable. I am assigning a variable to another variable b. Now at that time what will be happen means, whatever the value is there in a, that value will copied into b and pointing to as b, and right, so like this one it will be created. This is in another programming languages. This is in another programming. Whenever you assign a value, sir, whenever you are going to assign a variable to another variable, then what will be happen? Okay, whatever the value is there in A, that value will copy it to B, like this one. But in Python programming language, not like that one. For see, in Python programming language, for example, if you see A equals to 1. So in Python programming languages, the values, whatever the values are there, that values are considered as an objects. The values are considered as an objects. And the variables is just a name or a tag. We can say a name or a tag. See here, first the object is created in the memory and it is tagged as A. Now, whenever you are going to change the value of the object, whenever you change the value of the object, now what will be happen means, for example, here you take this example, this variable. Now I am going to change the value of the object 1, that is 2. Now what will be happen immediately? So immediately what will be happen? This memory are not going to update, or this object value are not going to update. Then what will be happen means, a new object will be created and this will be unreferenced and A is referenced to this object. Okay. So whenever you are going to change the value of the object from 1 to 2, that means 1 to 2, then what will be happen? A new object will be created like this one and A is unreferenced to object 1 and it is pointing to, now A is pointing to object value 2. Now this object will be removed by the garbage collector. So this is the Python. So based on this concept, whenever you are going to assign a variable to another variable, then what will be happen means, see, for example, A equals to 10. Now we are going to assign the value, A is assigning to another variable B. Then how the Python represents means, see, 10 and this object is referred to A and this object is referred to, that is pointing to B. So like this, in that variable representation is there in Python. But in another programming languages, what will be happen? Whenever we are assigning a variable to another variable means, whatever the value is there in A, that value will be copied to another variable. That means it is representing as different memory address, that is different memory. But here in Python, same object, that is same memory address representing, and this same memory representing what? Two names, that is A and B. So due to this one, what is the advantage means, in Python memory utilization is more. That means memory utilization is efficient. So that is called, that is the differences between Python variables and other programming language variables, right? So I am going to revise this statement, that is the differences between the Python variables and other programming variables. Whenever we are assigning a variable to another variable in other programming languages, that value is copied to another, that value is copied to from A to B. So like this one. Now the 10 value, the same values are represented in two locations. But in Python programming language, whenever you are assigning a variable to another variable, then same memory will be represented with two names or with two references. Due to this one, memory utilization is more efficient in Python programming language. So that is called variables. So this is the about what? Variables. Next, final this conclusion, as we discussed what, right? See, Python string is identifier, a method which is used to check whether a string is a valid identifier or not. So that method returns true if the string is a valid identifier, else it returns false. Now next, in Python there is an inbuilt keyword module. Yes, just now we imported that keyword module. So by using that keyword module, we call that KW list attribute to, and then we access all Python keywords which are available in Python library. Next, so this module, again there is one function it is providing, that is predefined function is keyword function. What is the purpose of this is keyword function means, by using this is keyword function, we can check whether a given string is a valid keyword or not. So let me check by you through the code, right? For example, a equals to def. A equals to def. Now see whether def is a valid identifier or not. Sir, valid keyword or not. Or like that one we will check. Print keyword dot which function? Is keyword function. And then I am going to check def. Def is a reserved keyword. Now if the def is a reserved valid keyword means, then it returns true. Otherwise it returns false. Now see, I will run this program. What? It returns what? True. Now one more keyword will check. For example, class. I save this program. Once I am going to run this, it returns what? True. For example, we will see one invalid keyword example. CLAS. We will check whether it is a Python keyword, reserved keyword or not. That is valid keyword or not. Right? It returns what? False. That means what? It does not valid keyword. So like that one, we can use what? A function, that is Python inbuilt function, which is available in keyword module, that is keyword function. By using this is keyword function, that Python keyword is a valid keyword or not. Next, finally, that is the link here we given, that is www.python.org. python.org. So this is the link which we can download the required software versions, that is Python software versions. So and also variables. That variable represents what? A memory location of an object. Because of why I am saying object means, in Python everything is considered as an object. In Python everything is considered as an object. So this is today's discussion: Python software installation and identifiers, keyword and variables. In next video we are going to discuss about the data types in Python. Thank you.